As a general rule of thumb, that you pick 70 to 80% of clean whole foods in your diet and then fill the rest in what you want, you know, if it fits your macros, flexible dieting, you know, all that stuff. There's a lot of misconceptions to, you know, why that actually is. Because, you know, you can eat whatever you want and still get to your body composition results or body composition goals. People often mix up health and body composition because those two things are actually two really separate and different things from each other. You know, it's very obvious to think that when you eat healthy, you will look healthy or you look fit or whatever, but that's not really the case, you know, because at the end of the day, it's still calories in versus calories out. But that doesn't change the fact that you need to hit your micronutrient goal for the day and, you know, eat 70 to 80% of clean whole foods. Because there was a time where I was like 8% body fat, you know, shredded to the bone, but I was feeding like crap the entire day, and that was because I was really neglecting my vegetable and fruit intake. You know, I was eating some fruits day to day, but I was really neglecting my vegetable intake for the day. You know, and that resulted in an iron shortage. If you guys didn't know, iron is one of the micronutrients that we need to hit. You know, in our diet, and I was feeling tired like all day without actually doing anything. So I looked it up on the internet and it resulted in a probable iron shortage. So that's why it's really important to eat your vegetables so that you don't get any micronutrient deficiencies or vitamin or mineral deficiencies, which will result in a negative impact in your training actually, because if you don't have the necessary energy to put into your workouts, it will eventually lead to you getting less results because you can't work out optimally enough. So keep that in mind, guys. Alright, so as you can see, you got a pretty healthy meal right here. Some cut green beans. Wait, normal green beans. Some white beans. 2 whole eggs on a sandwich. And a container of Greek yogurt. I would like to talk about time under tension, or TUT for short. Time under tension is simply put the time how long the muscle is under strain during a set or resisting the weight during a set of a certain exercise. A common thought among this is that you need 30 to 60 seconds of time under tension. A typical set of 10 repetitions for an average lifter will take anywhere from 15 to 25 seconds, you know, depending on the lifting speed and also depending on if the lifter takes negative controlling into consideration. Now, with increasing time under tension, you can ultimately cause extensive muscle breakdown, leading to more stimulus on hypertrophy. Now, a lot of people would think that time under tension is more important than the magnitude of load or weight that you are lifting, when in all actuality this is not entirely true. You know, it definitely does play a factor in the stimulus of hypertrophy on one's muscles, but it is definitely not all you should focus on during a set. Now, as you all may or may not know, the key factor of muscle gain will always be progressive overload, which is the increase of stress placed upon the body with load. Just as a quick example, you know, today you bench 225 pounds for 5 reps, 2 days later you bench it for 6 reps. You know, that's basically progressive overload. But besides progressive overload, you can also implement certain techniques which will increase time under tension without actually sacrificing the effort you have already put in, you know, while taking progressive overload into account. Because let's keep it real, you know, trying to increase the time under tension while trying to become stronger at bench press can be very hard to do. You know, and in my opinion, it could really hinder the amount of progression you can make on a certain lift. Keep in mind, this is just my opinion. Now, I would rather stick to one certain second range of negative control on a lift and then up the weight from there, but that's just my opinion and my choice. Now, what I like to do instead is use certain techniques which will ultimately stimulate more time under tension for whichever muscle is desired. Now, I'd like to shine a light on this exercise, for example. Now, I got this exercise off a video from Jeff Nippert, and it's basically a chest press machine which will make sets of 15 reps on, but after every 5th rep you pause for 5 seconds at the bottom of the movement, meaning you will keep a static contraction, and after those 5 seconds you will bust out another 5 reps and repeat the process until 15 reps are completed. Now this is just a way to increase time under tension, without it particularly hindering the focus you can give on progressive overload on your compound lifts. Also, you can choose to do certain exercises with cables, since cables automatically deliver constant tension, but this cannot be chosen to do on every single exercise on the book, because you cannot do the bench press in a cable station, for example. Now another technique that I would like to shine a light on is static holds, which I would like to place on the end of a workout. Now you could, for example, set up to do a dumbbell press and hold the exercise at the bottom for about 30 seconds up to a minute. Now this will automatically increase the time under tension, since you are holding the exercise at the most stretched position of the movement. Now be mindful to pick a light weight, to prevent any injury and such. So keep in mind, these are just some tricks in order to increase the total time under tension. Now you can obviously just focus on the compound exercises and slow down the negative motions even further. But again, in my opinion, that can hinder the amount of force you can deliver, and by that inhibit the amount of progressive overload you can accomplish. So here's what I got: a mighty quarter pounder and 2 ice cream cones, because you know me, I always get 2 ice cream cones. And this is what and this is exactly what I meant with making some smart food choices and filling the rest in with what you want, because I've eaten 70 to 80% clean whole foods. Most of them contain a lot of fiber, and then whenever I feel some cravings, I just fill in the rest with whatever I want, because this is most likely 20% of my daily nutrition, which is not that much. My lovely girlfriend. You can already guess who actually wanted to go to McDonald's. As usual. I don't really mind, because what? You wanted to go to the McDonald's.
I love McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind to go to McDonald's that often, or that often, quote unquote. Because lately I've been able to fit a lot of things in my macros, because I've been upping the calories, man. The bulk is real, gaining some quality mass. So yeah, I don't really mind, as long as I can eat my 2 little ice cream cones right here and fit in some other food choices, whatever I fit in, I'll be good.
I mean, why choose between a 6-pack and 6 chicken nuggets when you can have both?
Yeah, lean bulking, man, I'm telling you, it's the game.
You motherfuckers don't even know.
It's the game changer, man.